Right, hello everyone. Welcome to Healy Stream for Sunday night, and we're here for HRF1 Sunday. Ooh, there we go. HRF1 Sunday Division, short quality, 50% race, and we are at Suzuka, Japan. Just waiting for the last stragglers to get in. I think I probably need to send an invite to one of them. Super Striker, where are you? Super Striker. Super Striker. Wow. Wow. Right, so hopefully someone will be joining in just a second.
Hey. Flashback. No, I don't want those ones. Two. The lady killers. Oh, that's
Right,
funny,
okay, so got 19. We should have the full 20. It's very much a full grid, easily tonight. So
tonight's at 9.
I'm not sure. I'm trying to work out who's missing, but
Which one's Blaze? I don't know. Where you go there?
and oh, Carsey's in. Is it you, Carsey? Take your seat. No, it's not you. Alpine, Ferrari, Merc, Aston, Red Bull, Alpha Tauri. Alpha Tauri. 2 Alpines, 2 Alfa Romeos, 2 Haas. Oh my god, I swear I've gone for all teams. McLaren? Only one McLaren. Right, who's the other McLaren? There's only one McLaren. There's only one McLaren.
Yeah.
Monsters and Whoopi. It's Whoopi! It's one of the bloody admins. It's Whoopi. Ah, he's in now. He's in. We're full. Right, let's go. Everyone, let's go. Hunter's giving out the shank. Let's go. Let's get on with it. Right, let's catch up. Need to invite me. I've already done it. You're there. Hello, sexy. Hello, sexy too. Hello to you too. Agna, let's go. Jacko! How's it going, Hilly? Hope you're well. Thank you very much. I am indeed well. Very, very well. Thank you very much. I'm looking forward to, hopefully, fingers crossed, a really good Japanesey race. Great track, absolutely great track, and I believe I'm right in saying that the World Championship has been won at this track more times than any other. That's probably a load of rubbish, I don't know. Sometimes I've actually heard these things before and actually know them from somewhere. Other times I just make them up on the spot. So I like to try and keep you on your toes, you see, and you can tell me if I've made something up or it's actually true. Because I don't know. Because I don't know, you see. I don't know which ones are the ones I've made up on the spot and which ones are true. I have no idea. So, even to Mr. Massey, and yeah, all good, mate. I hope you're good too. Right, on we go for a super Sunday of Suzuka. Super Sunday Suzuka, is that then? Hey, that good? That's what we're going to call it tonight, Super Sunday Suzuka. I made that up on the spot. It's a short qualifying. What predictions should we do tonight, guys? Who we got out there? Should we do a Corey prediction? I can't remember doing Corey. I'm sure I have done Corey before. Um, I just realised what I just said. But it was a long time ago, so I don't remember it that well doing Corey, but I'm sure I have done him. Right, will Corey finish? Now, I'm pretty sure he's told me he doesn't like Japan, so I'm going to go with a top 10 finish. So will Corey finish in the top 10? My dad just said no. I don't think he was talking to me, to be fair, but I don't think my dad's got any faith in you, Corey. Sorry. Right, there's that, and I shall give you 20 minutes to do your predictions. So there you go. Confirm prediction. Got it. There we go. Excellent. So have a go on the predictions, guys. Enjoy yourselves. Where should we go? Oh, lots of drivers coming out quickly. There's a lot of drivers coming out quickly, guys. Now, that could be an indication we might be going to see some rain. Sometimes it is. But, first out on track, though, was Massey. So we're with him. Hey, well. Corey to get a top 3 and get his Corey out on the podium. Yeah, it's little Corey. Not so little, I heard actually, but ooh. It's naughty. Family stream, family stream. Why did I just come off with Massey? He's out first. I'm supposed to stay with Massey. Wells' fault. He's confusing me. Right. There we go then. So we head up to, oh, what's this called? Is that Spoon? No, that's not Spoon, is it? Spoon's the double left-hander. That one's ER22 3984 or something like that. 130R, that's it. 130R, thank you. I should not get out now, I'm cursed. Oh, I know, James, isn't it, right? 130R. I knew it was like 122, 33, 46R or something like that. Well, go through for the first time then the S's of the first sector. Taken very nicely by Massey there. Very difficult first sector here. We have Carty reserving tonight, but I've been told that he's not qualifying. He's going to start from the back. He's on an out lap, but I assume he's doing that just to save his setup. Doing a hairpin, and out nicely. 1-2. That's effectively a straight. Long winding right-hander. And, oh, there's Carty. Okay, he's retired. Okay. There it is then. I thought we actually had a crash then, but we don't. It's just Carty retiring in the pit. It's only Carty. Here comes Massey, getting a little toe off the Alfa Romeo. He didn't want to give him too much of a toe, so slowed down. Well off the racing line, so perfectly allowed to do that. As Massey heads for the line and gets us underway with a 1 minute 28.3. Oh, it'll be much quicker than that. Yeah, look at that. 27.2 from Paella. That's some lap for a first run. 27.2 Paella, 28.3 Massey, 28.6 Super Striker, 28.9 for Lungus Lycorius is a 29.0. We've got a Haas just crossing the line. That's X11 on a 28.7, but we're with monsters in the McLaren. Red Bull heads to the line, that's Chris, 28.7. Craig, 29.6. Monsters here, 29.7, goes P10. Ferrari heads to the line, this is Gunnar. 28.5 goes P4 for now. We'll see if I can get there in time, not quite. 28.1 for him goes P2. What's about Bowden? Paella flying, isn't he just, James? They've been comparing TTs in the Discord. And Paella turned around and said, well, 2/10 faster than all you lot, so apparently I'm not that slow around here. Which I thought was kind of cool. Bowden 28-0. Henry boiled up on a lap. He's just coming up towards the end of sector 2. 1 minute 11.973 through sector 2. .128.6. Important to stipulate, actually, James, that it is Paella flying, as in a driver, and not flying Paella, which is a completely different thing, although both do get you completely covered in mess and wet. So, yeah. We have SMHCRN. I have absolutely no idea who this is. I'm going to call it... I'm not sitting there going SMHCRN every time I say his name, so I'm going to call him something corn. Something corn. Some corn. Something corn? Some corn. Some corn. Yep, that's it. Some corn. Some corn. That's what he's being. Well, if you're uploading stuff into WAOF1 Discord, you're not listening to me or watching the stream. Very disappointing. Penance. On a fine lap through. I'll take it on mediums. Super Ginge. Super Ginge is Super Striker on your screen, by the way. I haven't brought the tyres up, actually. So there we go. Kevin's just coming up to the end of sector 2. We were 111.9 through here a moment ago. That's a 111.0, so... What was the 111.9? Was it Monsters? We know he's on target to go further up than that. So we know he's on target into the 38s. Sorry, 28s. Here he comes in. 27.7. Okay, goes P2. That's nice from Kemments. Look at this. This is great. We've seen Paella on a 27.2. Kemments on a 27.7 and P2. Some guys are showing more pace than they have in the first 2 races of the season, which could make this grid even tighter than it already was. Doesn't look like is T-Bone on a lap or not? I can't work it out. You won't be short shifting like that if you're on the lap. So Hunter. 2 right-handers. Somebody remind me what the 2 right-handers are called. And I should use it all night. Tell me, please. And through Spoon now. Degna's, that's it, James. Thank you very much. Degna 1 and Degna 2. Wow, Paella, says Carsey in the Discord. Ooh, Paella has impressed the man himself. Oh, look, he's left the session. Should we invite him back? Here comes Hunter then, 128.5. That moves him up to P8. Look at that though, P8, 28.5. P13, who's Hunter's teammate, 28.7. T10, 6 drivers, 5 drivers, whatever it is. Degna 1, Degna 2, I don't know why I was just saying that. Longest coming up to the end of sector 2 then on his second attempt of the evening. It's an Alfa Romeo. Is that Alfa Romeo just always gone up that straight, giving somebody a tow? Oh, it's 3.6 seconds down, for goodness sake. Over Longus. Massey then heading towards the same spot. got Haas in front of him this time, trying to give him a tow. Couple of attempts up from Massey. 2 sets of 2. I do wonder, is this final sector the shortest sector of the season? That's a good one for you to find out, guys. 28-0 from Massey, moves him up a couple of places to P4. Obviously, because a track like Austria, for example, is so short over a lap, you would think that that would have the shortest sector, but this final sector here is very, very short. It's effectively just 130R and the chicane. So, I might be watching the wrong driver. I'm not sure. He can't be on the lap, surely. No, his energy's not going down. He's definitely not on the lap. Right, Chris has jumped up to P7 in the Red Bull. Here is Corey, improving by almost a 10th. Stays P9 on that one, and 3 thousandths of a second off of Whoopi. Corey's not improving. No, Craig not improving. It's 11. P12. I don't have his sector data. And now the Alfa Romeo is improving. Oh, did improve. It's gone up to. That would explain something actually. He was 15 on the app and now he's 13. So yeah, he just improved. Go to Checo. Checo. We do love Checo. But he has invalidated, so we come back off with him. Something corn. Suncorn. It's easier to say than something. Suncorn. I'll ignore the H. Tensive looking through sector 1, through the S's. So many people are, in all fairness. Just watch this lap from Suncorn and then I'll take a look at the speed trap speeds. They look pretty close actually, the speeds on the speed trap. Rockstars retires from the session. I think that's in the pits. Going into chicane then. Jones, 1 minute 29.8. Has been P19 at the moment, but he's got one on the board with should be enough time to get round in and out again. Right, speed trap. Fastest through the speed trap at the moment is Whoopi on 331 kilometers an hour. Only there's 5 guys that have hit 330. So you got Valungis, Checo, Monsters, Massey, and Whoopi are the only ones hitting 330. The slowest through the speed trap is Corey. Where's he gone? Hold on a minute, he's disappeared. Position's he in? 9. Oh, there he is, yeah. He is 324 kilometers per hour through the speed trap, so he's a little bit slower. A couple of kilometers an hour less than the next person. And Steve Bomb heads up to 5th, just ahead of his Aston teammate Massey on a 27.9. Paella's still looking extremely strong on that 27.2. Valungis improving up to P2. 27.5 from Valungis. Very nice lap, just caught the end of it. Who do we have on an out lap? Striker. So let's do the hilly hop lap with Super Striker then as we head over the line. DRS open across the line to start a flying lap. Head all the way down to turn 1, which is effectively flat out, and then you brake for turn 2. Down to, well, you see Super Striker uses 5th. Some drivers will use 4th through there. And just a slight lift on the first of the DS's. Then well, slight lift to an extent, but you've always got the power down, never fully coming off the power through the S's at all. And round to the end of the first sector, currently half a tenth up through Diagonal 1. You can do that flat out if you catch it right, but it is risky to do so. Diagonal 2, heavy braking, easy to lose a lot of time through Diagonal 2. And into the hairpin, multiple ways to take the hairpin, not just a single apex through there, plenty of apexes. Then we head all the way down to Spoon, which is these two left-handers. Slightly faster through the first, a bit harder for the second. As you see, once again, Super Striker uses 5th through there. Other drivers will use 4th. So it's certainly a personal preference. There's no correct way of doing that and such. We head into 130R, which is just a flat-out left-hander. Will certainly become a corner if we see some rain in the race. All of a sudden, you have to come off the power through 130R, but nicely through the chicane and gets on the power well on the exit, and it's going to be a good lap. 27.6 from Super Striker, goes P3. Anybody watching, that's how you do a hilly hot lap, you see. You don't crash, that's don't crash or have to back out or whatever. Right, who is improving? Can I spot anyone? Massey. Some traffic, doesn't he? Alpine gets, well, both of them get out of the way really well actually. And they'll lead up to the hairpin. And someone else getting out of the way, and Alpine there as well. Finding out the way. I really do appreciate drivers getting out the way nicely like that, staying well away from the racing line. Even so, it can sometimes still distract you a little bit. Just coming up to the end of sector 2 now for Massey. 1:11.0, that's quarter of a second up for him. Heading nicely into the 27s. Just a bit more at least through the final sector. It looked good through the chicane. And here he comes, 1:27.6, so 3.5 tenths improvement. Goes P4 with that one. Gained a little bit more through the final sector, which is so important now. Move him up the order. Chris might be on a big improvement here. He is. Only half a second up through sector 2. He is on target to displace Massey, and he's only just off a Super Striker. Looked good through the chicane. And yeah, improves even more. Goes up ahead of Volungus. 27.540. Very nice lap from Chris. Well done, mate. The chicane there for Pele's well down. Way down. So, effectively ended the one lap. It's looking like it's good enough. Clements is facing the wrong way. It's at Spoon. What about Gunnar then? Slightly down in the first sector, but he's gained through the second sector, so he is gaining a bit of time. He's only 1,000th of a second off of Clements. Tiny gain in this final sector with CM Oust Massey from P5. Doesn't quite do that, but he does get Clements. But look at Corey! Corey, presumably with a toe, and that has moved him into P6 ahead of Gunnar. He's out-qualified his teammate. Great job, Corey. And it's really Silver's round. Craig's off track. What about Checo? No, he's well down as well. And invalidated, in fact. So, that is it. That is all the laps completed. So we take to the pits. And presumably just retire once it's across the line. But that is it for qualifying then, guys. So, pole position goes to Paella with that searingly fast his first lap of qualifying. What a lap that was, and proved to be his best. Oh, the invalidated wasn't in that. Oh, see, okay. Thanks, Agnet. Okay, so just waiting for Massey and Checo to be pushed into the garage, and we will move on. Tight. Look at it. Chris, P2, 27.54. 27.54. D-Bomb, 27.8 in P10. Then there's a little gap to Whoopi. But then look at the times after as well. So Whoopi down from P11 down to Sumcorn in P17, separated by just 4/10 of a second. And there you have it. So, yeah, I had a little bit on his own, quarter of a second up, but super tight then from P2 to P10, and then super tight again from 11 to 16. Even, well, no, 17 in fact. So, extremely tight qualifying, which is what we like to see. Makes it exciting. Yeah, definitely Super Striker. It's yeah, second to 10th, split by just 3/10. Absolutely brilliant. That's what we like to see. So don't forget, guys, there will be a break now. So we usually have about 5 minutes. So I'm going to go and grab myself a coffee because I'll definitely need it. So I'll be back shortly, guys, for the start of the race. I will see you then. Okay, guys, back with you. Let's have a quick look at the prediction. Who's done what? Oh, really split. 54% have said yes, so a total of 4,000 channel points going on here. No, 46%, with a total of 3.4 thousand channel points on that. Who has the confidence? James, Whale, and Checo all have confidence in Corey. Agnet has absolutely no confidence whatsoever. Nice. Excuse me. Right. Just waiting for him to get the get-go. Strategies around here. Well, we'll talk about that in a second, but if you'd, safety car free, you can absolutely you haven't missed anything, Agnet. Don't worry. Right, so yeah, safety car free, you can absolutely, you could bet your house on it being a one-stop. So, certainly has the potential for safety cars to play a big part in this race. So, yeah, no, Agnet, don't worry. Screen frozer, no, Agnet. Yeah, I said it says you've got no confidence in Corey whatsoever. You're the only one that's gone no with 3,000 odd channel points. So absolutely zero confidence in Corey. Right, here we go. So our introduction to the Japanese Grand Prix. So, oh, hang on, Siri's starting. Alexa, stop. Sorry about that. Rude. Right. After an exciting qualifying, it's time for one of the most exciting races of the season. We are at Suzuka for the Japanese Grand Prix. 18 corners make up a lap of this incredible Suzuka circuit, with 10 corners to the right and 8 to the left for a distance of 3.6 miles. Average lap speeds around here are fairly quick. If it stays dry, you can expect somewhere in the region of 136 miles per hour average over a lap. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what the rundown of today's grid looks like. So we have Paella on pole from Chris. So slightly different looking HRF1 pole front row, so which is great. Volungis and Super Striker on the second row. Massey starts P5 alongside Corey, who has a superb qualifying, out qualifying his champion teammate, who is starting P7 alongside Kemmons. Bowden starts on the fifth row of the grid alongside D-Bomb. Then Whoopi just outside the top 10 and 11th, with Craig alongside him in 12th, the tyre whisperer himself. Lycoria starts P13 alongside league owner Hunter, who's been disqualified from the formation lap. X11 starts 15 with Boduk in 16. Suncorn 17, Checo 18 with Monsters, and Carsey making up the back row of the grid. There we have it. Let's have a come into the chicane, so we're nearly there, but let's have a look at tyres. So Paella starting on mediums at the front with Chris on hards, so the front row split. Second row split as well with Volungus on mediums, Super Striker on softs, Massey on mediums, Corey on softs, mediums and hards for Gunnar and Kemmons. Then it's mediums for Bowden, D-Bomb, Whoopi and Craig, softs for Lycorius, hards for Hunter, medium XL11, hards for Boduk and Suncorn, Checo and Monsters on the mediums, and then Carsey starting from the back on the soft tyre. There we have it. So Paella is on your right of your screen, Chris on the left, Volungis just behind Paella, and Super Striker just behind Chris. Lights go out and away we go. We are underway at Suzuka, and Paella looks like he gets a really good launch. Chris a little bit slow off the line on those hard tyres, but to be expected. Oh, Paella runs wide. Paella's run wide. It looks like he's managed to get back on in P4 still, but ran very wide. And Ferrari side by side with I think it's a Merc. So at first glance, well, everybody had got through okay, but some corners had a spin at the start of the S's there. Then it looks like somebody else. I think Craig has had one a little bit further around in the S's, as Super Striker already picks up 3 seconds. Not even half a lap in, Super Striker. Oh, he's dropped in as well. So that off wherever it was just drops him down a little bit. Not ideal when you're starting on the softs. That's Obviously, the plan of starting on the sauce is the opposite, which Corey has done in making up positions. Let's get the position changes up then. So a lot more gainers than losers, but Craig and Super Striker are the two biggest losers from the start, dropping 7. We have Bowden up 3, but Carsey, the biggest gainer at the moment, up 8 places to 12th on the back. As you can see, all very, very tight at the moment. Maybe too sure of where to watch, but here comes Volungus. He's got a run on Chris, which he will definitely want, because he wants to get ahead of those hard tyres. At the moment, Volungus and Chris have pulled a little gap. Payella's gotten back ahead of Massey, so he's up into P3. Massey going on quite nicely, though, at 1 place from the start. Corey all over the back of him. Just looking down the app just to double check, but nobody has any damage at the moment, so everybody has survived the first lap absolutely fine. A couple of spinners, but no damage, which is the main thing. See, Carsey really, sorry, not Carsey, Corey really on the attack at the moment. Well, Carsey is as well, actually, funny enough, but so oh, hang on, somebody was making something then. Hayden was having a look at Corey. Down to Carsey. Not easy to get through the field at the moment. He's actually on the back of his teammate Super Striker. They both started on the sauce, which isn't ideal, but with such a separation on the grid, they wouldn't have been expecting to meet each other just yet, to be fair. Not ideal for them now, of course. That's this lap being swept around. Doesn't look like anybody's particularly got a run. Looked like Kemmons was having a little look to the inside of D-Bomb, but certainly not close enough to make a move. Just come down. See, getting really tight here. Not the easiest of tracks, in all fairness, to make moves. It's one of the one of the tracks. I think that was D-Bomb getting past Gunnar at a really unusual place on the track to make a move. And look at the two Williams. Oh my goodness, it's tight, but they both survive. I don't think they even had any contacts. I didn't see any. Ayala has picked up a penalty, by the way, further up, but stick this one out. Super, super tight. An update on Checo Agner. He's up to P15, so he's off to a good start in this race. As I say, it's all really, really tight at the moment. If it stays like this, then the pit stops are going to be key. You're working out. Do you undercut? Do you overcut? Do you know, what do you do? As Chris gets back ahead of Volungus and retakes the lead already on just lap 4 of the race. It started lap 4, so he would have done that with DRS, but showing what Chris's pace is like, isn't it? On those hard tyres. He's fast. Fast boy. I'm loving HRF1. This is absolutely superb. 3 drivers that by no means are any strangers to being at the top, but to be all 3 of them to be at the top together. As Whoopi drops down, he's had a spin in the S's. Right at the end of the S's, in fact. Or the end of sector 1. And, well, I had to move, didn't I? Because we've had all sorts going on. Super Striker getting past Gunnar there. No, sorry, that's Carsey's gotten past Gunnar. But Kemmons did as well. It looks like he's struggling. He's not getting damage, I can tell you that. Unless he's got extremely slight damage, light damage that hasn't been picked up by the app. That can happen. suggest it's more a case of... Just realised I ain't got all the details up, have I? Somebody tell you should have told me in the chat. You should have shouted at me in the chat. You ain't got all the details up, Craig. You ain't got all the... See a battle in the foreground there. Here is D-Bomb, Carsey, and Kemmons just ahead of them. Just going to try and stick to the inside. It's not easy to go through these S's at all. And they do have some contacts, and Carsey sort of has a half spin. Again, there's no damage. So, yeah, I can see Carsey's tyre wear, at least, yeah, so if he had damage, it would tell me. But at the moment, well, it depends who you look at. Corey is going through his softs quite quickly in comparison to Carsey. It's more a case, actually, that Carsey has just been a lot softer on his tyres. Corey's tyre wear isn't unusual going by the other soft starters, so... Right in the mix, as we can go with Bowden, who's on the outside of Matty as they approach 130R. I hate corners like this when somebody's alongside. But Bowden clearly don't like him either because he runs out wide in an attempt not to make any contact. Might have got a warning for that, and I think he probably would have got a warning for the chicane. Potentially might have got two warnings really close together there. But here he comes with the DRS to the outside, and has it done before they reach the corner. As we have yellow flags. Lycorius maybe, I'm not entirely sure, guys, who that was. Oh, it must have been Kemmons. Something's happened to Kemmons. It's way after where the yellow flag was though, so let's drop to P14. Oh, something's happened to Corey. Oh no. Oh, and something happens ahead of Corey to Emre. Oh, and they make contact, and then Emre ends up round. Oh dearie me. Well, that was a frantic first half of this lap. But meanwhile at the front, Paella's now got past Volungus for P2, and Chris has pulled a gap. Once again showing just how quick he is on those hard tyres. I mean, is that a suggestion that the hard tyre is actually the best tyre around here? Or is it just simply that Chris is lightning on him? Four guys coming into the chicane one after the other. Always impresses me when they do that. No, not even a hint of contact, let alone actually making any. Carsey is going to move to the inside for P6. She will take off a D-bomb, and simply done with the aid of DRS. Simply done, nicely done. James, Kemmons and Corey came together, I reckon. You may well be right, actually, mate. They must have been in the same spot. So, yeah, you may well be right, I think. Suncorn picks up a pen at the back there. What's wrong with Whoopi tonight? I know he had a issue earlier on, right at the start of the race, but not making the usual progress to get back to the back. Oh, he's not far off the back, in all fairness. Yellow flag is the man at the back, Suncorn. Bowden. He's all over Volungus now. So I'm not sure what's happened to Volungus. He's gone from having the pace to take P1 in the early stages to just seemingly... It's almost like his tyres have gone off, but they haven't. Not according to the tyre wear is... He is on the sort of high end of what the drivers are on the mediums, but he's not the worst. Paella's actually 1% higher, so as is Gunnar. But there are some medium runners much, much lower, I have to say. Oh no, sorry, that's 31%. I thought that was 21%, it's 31%. So no, actually, they are They're all reasonably similar, in all fairness. How's Craig doing, our resident tyre whisperer? Well, he's not particularly tyre whispering. He is low. He is low on the tyre wear compared to other drivers. He's just gone to 29%. I can tell you that Checo in the place above him is only 1% higher. So Checo is also looking after his tyres extremely well. It just enables them to have that option potentially to extend the stint slightly. And that's it's a virtual safety car, but the leaders, well, if this safety car's still out, then surely the medium tyre guys will pit. Chris needs this safety car to finish really quickly, this virtual safety car. He does not want this VSC to stay out long. This is out when these guys reach the pits, then surely they're in. The soft guys will definitely be in. Although, not ideal for Williams, because that would mean a double stack. These guys are, please still be out, please still be out. In they come, Paella's in. Chris stays out on his hard tyres, you can't blame him for that. He's got to, hasn't he? He's not going to get to the end on anything else, so... Carsey remains out. He's almost sacrificial there. He is a reserve, so what he's deliberately done that so that his teammate could pit. That's very kind of Carsey, actually. He could easily have pitted. He was the lead Williams at the end of the day, so he could have pitted. But, no, that was kind of Carsey not to pit so that his teammate could. Good awareness. So Carsey not in a championship. Super Striker, okay, new to the league, so... only just joined him, but he's going to be in racing each week, sort of thing. Bowden! Oh, Bowden from P2 picks up a drive-through penalty for speeding under VSC. He's the unlucky one where it's finished right as he's hit a corner and gone red on the Delta. It's so easy to do. You really do have to be... It is actually ridiculous. Anybody that's watching that plays the game will know that it's actually ridiculous how the Delta changes on you when you approach a corner. It's just very silly. Maybe the game should have a tutorial on driving behind the safety car or something, so that people can learn exactly how it drives, you know. So, well, the top pitter is Paella. He's the one that's come out highest up, and he's only come out in P14. So, I don't know. Maybe the pit stops weren't the best option there. You know, ultimately, the problem for them is going to be later in the race. They're going to be taking those hires to the end of the race, so the problem for them is definitely going to be later in the race when their tyres are exceptionally worn. Talking of exceptionally worn, Lycorius in... and now P12 has reached 54% on his softs already, which is 5% higher than Carsey is on his at the moment. It's quite a difference. Paella has now made his way past Lycorius and Emre, and now he's got a bit of room to actually drive into. Super Striker makes his way past Lycorius. I don't know why Lycorius didn't pit. I'm surprised. Needs to be careful on those worn tyres though. So Emre doing his best to defend Super Striker, but ultimately Don't need to keep doing it. Corey sets fastest lap of the race. As we can see, you can really hear, well, watch the graphic at the bottom, and just how much Super Striker is having to lift so as not to go into the back of Emre. And Whoopi is out. Whoopi retires in the pits. Oh, we get a load of lag there on the screen. Here we go. Are we actually... No, right, let's move away from that battle because there's a lot of lag going on there. Shame, because it's building up quite nicely. I really hope Whoopi's car disappears before it's going to come back out on track. I hope it disappears. He usually pulls off the track just after turns 1 and 2, so he should be pulling off the track now. It should be okay. But anyway, Carsey with DRS can go past Massey. 11 laps he's now done on these soft tyres. That is 56% softs against 46% mediums. Ultimately, DRS wins the day, doesn't it? It's yeah, Massey though is straight away under pressure from Volungis. At the moment, Chris is looking brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. He's my driver of the day at the moment, as it stands. I know we're only on lap 12, so that's got lots of time to change, but what a job he's doing. Just looking down at the progress of Paella, he is currently, he needs past Craig, and then there's a gap. So get past the Alpha Tauri. Yeah, it's just the speed difference through the corners, how much he's got to lift. He knows he could take that so much faster than that. Why he's having a look here. Really burns to stay ahead though. Surely under DRS. Yes, we have yellow. It's full course yellows. The virtual safety car is out. Again. And it's allowed some pitters. Gunnar, Kemmons, Carsey are all in. I bet Carsey was already coming in a way, so he will have benefited from this. Which will be so disappointing for Chris. Carsey exits in P9. Paella's up to 6th through the pit stops. And he has a nice sort of 2.8 second gap to drive into now. Of course, under VSC at the moment, so under Delta at the moment. Careful, drivers not to pick up the drive-through. See how much it affects you under to get a drive-through, because Bowden is currently running around in P16. And if you recall, he was in P2 when he picked up that drive-through. Just goes to show he has pitted as well, by the way, so that is the drive-through and the pit stop he's made. DRS enabled, that's the sign, we are going racing again. And nobody picks up a drive-through, which is great news. Suncorn is in the pits, and let's just be a bit wary, or a bit aware, sorry, because Chris is coming round. It's going to be tight as to whether he actually, you know, I think Suncorn might be exiting as Chris, look, there it is. Suncorn just needs to have a bit of awareness here. Will ghost, but it just doesn't want to be putting the leader off. And no, gets out of the way. Nicely done, Suncorn. Nicely done, lad. Of course, when the leader pits, ideally for him, he just wants to stay on the back of Chris now, because when Chris pits, he will unlap himself. So Massey is dropping, he's into the pits. Yeah, there's his tyre change. So onto the hard tyres. Out he comes, and he is P11 behind Gunnar. He pitted with the aid of the virtual safety car as well. Right, gaps all the way through the field pretty much. We've got Barrington, I think, has just gotten ahead of Craig, so battle going on at the moment. We've also got the McLaren and Monsters just behind this. And I think we'll just move up, guys, because Paella's reached the back of Hunter. He's having a very nice race in his own regard. Comes Paella, then moves to the inside and goes past at 130R. The only problem with that is he's given DRS to Hunter. It doesn't look like Hunter's going to be... No, he's not going to be close enough, but he does get DRS. Delayed him a little bit. Possible for Super Striker to get through into turn 1, so what's going on there? That is Carsey getting past D-Bomb. P7. Goes onto the mediums. Who's going to be super quick? I feel for Chris here. That virtual safety car may have cost Chris this race. It's hard to say, and there's a long way to go yet. As Paella reaches the back of his teammate. He's going to be saying to us, please let me through. Please let me through. Please let me through. Let me through. I don't know. I mean, in all fairness to X11, it wasn't really anywhere to do. He maybe could have done it on the approach to the hairpin without losing too much time, just to lift off the throttle. Or even on the exit of the hairpin, one or the other. But, I don't know. Maybe he just fancied the battle, or maybe in his mind he was lifting. Perhaps he was from his point of view. So, I don't know. But good news is they didn't make any contact. And he's going to get DRS off of Paella here. So that will help him defend. As Carsey goes past Super Striker. This is what Paella needs now. He needs Hunter in X11 to help him. Certainly at the right part of the track for that to happen. It's not a lot that even a man of Carsey's caliber can do through sets of 1. Locked up there into the second Degner. Goes to what will be the outside. The inside of this little right-hander, but the outside for the hairpin. Oh, so close to the back of X11, but doesn't touch him. Gap at a moment between Chris and Carsey. 12, 13.6. It's around about 13.5 to 14 seconds. So absolutely no doubt that Carsey's going to take the lead of this race. But well, sorry, Paella will take the lead of the race. Of course, in comes Lungus. He's gone long on the first stint on the medium tyre. Oh! X11 peels off into the pits. That was a little bit of a close call for Carsey. But there we have it, just behind. We've got Super Striker trying to get past Hunter, but Hunter holds him off. I think Hunter was still getting DRS, actually, off of Carsey. Not 100% sure, but Super Striker will be... He's in the same boat now, agonising through the S's. Oh, yeah, you're just like, oh, I need to get past, but it's just no safe place to do it there. Unless you're the person that you're behind actually makes a mistake and runs wide through the S's somewhere, that it's just, you know, it's just not safe to do it. He's looking to get a run out of the hairpin there, look, but Hunter just didn't leave enough room to the inside, which was absolutely fine because he had no reason to leave any room whatsoever. The Williams wasn't alongside at all. Here we go then. Surely this time, I don't think he's even gonna... I mean, Hunter must be coming up to his pit stop in a way. Chris is in from the lead. Okay. So, Super Striker makes his way past. Is Hunter going to peel off into the pits here? I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, in he comes. In he comes. So it's both Red Bulls on the same strategy. Does Hunter get held? No, they were ready for him. He's straight in. And Softs goes onto that car. And it also was Softs onto Chris's car as well. So it's going to be attack, attack, attack now from Red Bull to the end of this race. Chris comes out P8. Hunter comes out P16. No, 17. No, 18. I can't believe that. Considering where he was. Right, so Carsey does lead this race. He's gotten past Paella, sorry, I missed that one. But, so Carsey leads this race, and I think, to be honest, with Carsey's pace, you can expect him to sort of just disappear now. The question really is how far can Chris get through on fresh softs. I would, you know, he should be able to get past Corey. He should be able to get past, well, see, actually it gets difficult there because Massey's hards are only 4 laps old. So Chris will have a big pace advantage early doors, but so we can go to Checo, who's having a battle here. I think Craig's just nipped past him, but obviously it's like he had a little bit of a difficult exit. Monsters coming back though at Craig. Is he going to look into the chicane? I thought, oh, he's not really made the corner. Oh, Checo, come on, lad. Because of that, I don't think that nobody's been caused any damage, so everybody's okay. And here he goes with another attempt, this time with DRS. He's going to get that done. And Craig actually, if anything, has to defend against McLaren. So Checo through. First time at the chicane, not so good. Second time into turn 1, absolutely fine. I can also bring you news that Corey has front wing damage. He's not missing an end plate, so it must be very, very minimal damage. But according to the app, he does have front wing damage. Along with 40% wear on those hard tyres. That's all of a sudden not a particularly pleasant place to be in, is it? So Chris has gotten ahead of Corey then. He's already now on the back of D-Bomb. And instantly will be on the back of Massey as well. He needs to use the grip of these tyres because it's a DRS train, ultimately. Ahead into the chicane. And looking to get a decent exit. As we have a retirement. Oh, that's a shame. Sun Corn. Tires in the pits on his first race. There's a lap down, so just a question for Chris here. He's running around. Seeing the dirty air. Oh, when he picks up 3, just runs slightly wide on the second deck nut. And that was, well, presumably then his 3rd warning of the race. Through goes Chris. Ahead of Massey. Nicely done. Those 3 seconds will hurt, especially considering that the 3 drivers directly ahead of him now that he's going to be trying to catch and pass have all got penalties as well. Been so much easier for him to work his way through to the podium if he managed to stay penalty free, but that's gone. All he can do now is concentrate on catching these guys, and here is his move on Gunnar. Nicely done, and through before they reach turn 1. And now he will set off after Super Striker. Gunnar would love it if he can hold on to his DRS and get towed along, but you'd imagine at the moment that's going to be really difficult to do. As Craig and Checo are continuing their battle, and Craig's got back past. Just gonna... And actually, at the back of this group here is Hunter, who's obviously pitted to the softs as well. But look at the group he's come out on. Doesn't it show the difference in just a bit of luck as to where you come out on the track? I mean, with where Chris come out, he's having to make his way through the field, but they're a little bit more spread out for him. Whereas Hunter's come out further down the order, and he's just got this DRS train, P13 to P16, with him on the back in P17. So, just so much more. It's just unlucky. Just unlucky. Considering what the gap was, it really wasn't a big gap between the 2 teammates, and when you consider what it was, how that led to so many differences, in like such a big difference in positions when they exited. And just struggling at the moment to find a way through. Oh, he's going to here though, surely. Monsters makes the mistake. Surely with the soft rubber underneath him. Hunter, yeah, gets the grip advantage and uses it to full advantage. There's somebody else run wide there. That was X11. He was also on the softs actually, so that will aid Hunter somewhat. He's come from in front of this group actually. He's dropped from in front of these guys somewhere. He's dropped quite a bit there, X11. It's a moment. There's Checo and Emre's going to what will be the outside of the hairpin. Runs a tiny bit wide, Emre. So, Checo's going to try and defend this. Yeah, and does as well. That little just runs slightly wide on the exit of the hairpin, Emre. That's allowed Checo, at least for now, to stay ahead. I think if Hunter buys his time here, he can get both of these down to turn 1. Potentially. Needs a good exit. And look, yeah, very clever from Hunter. Just keeps the car nice and close into the inside corner of the first part of the chicane. And look, now he's got DRS. Surely he's going to get them both. He's going to be side by side with Emre, is he? No. And he actually goes flying ahead. So Hunter perhaps just choosing just to pick off the one at the moment. Just playing a little bit safe there, Hunter. I can't blame him, to be honest with you. Can't blame him at all. X11's also gotten past Checo. So Hunter will be aiming for Emre next lap round as we move up now then to Chris, who has caught Super Striker. So this potentially for the podium. I haven't looked at the penalties. Don't particularly want to look at them at the moment. Already doing a grand job, by the way, holding on at the moment to P9, despite the slight front wing damage. And one hard tyres. So Chris on the pit straight then. It's going to look for the move. And a little bit of energy you can use as well. Doesn't want to waste all of it. Use all of it in this overtake. Because there's still a chance that you can catch Paella. There he is, but you just about see Paella as a bit of a dot in the distance there. So next time they cross the line, it will be 3 laps remaining. So definitely got a chance still to catch Paella. As these laps tick away, the sauce will be starting to feel a little bit worn. But, they're not too bad at the moment, in all fairness. 33% at the moment on Chris's car, so not too bad, really. Oh, Super Striker's gotten back past him. I missed that. Did you see that? I missed that. I can only assume that Chris must have made a mistake then. I can't see where he could have got past him. I know it's always a chance here, but I'm never a fan of making a move on a straight before reaching the DRS zone. Giving the DRS to the driver who's now behind you. He's got the energy to defend this, has Chris, to be fair. Yeah, was burning. But he's still, look, he's still gonna. Oh, Chris runs wide in defending. And funny enough, Super Striker actually came off the power a lot so as to make sure he didn't hit. He basically backed out the move. Chris also ran wide, so in the end, Chris maybe felt he needed to give the place back for that. But where else can we go? D-Bomb and Hunter. D-Bomb is on fresh softs. He's pitted again. Hayden really making the inroads that you would sort of feel he should be at the moment. I think I saw in the chat earlier on that Bowden might be using his pad. Unless he's managed to sort his will out. I don't know, I think he's had a problem or something. Quick, because I want to go down to Checo and Monsters. Don't want to miss this one, it's an opportunity here maybe for Clements. Here goes Clements. And yeah, up to P5. And meanwhile, Chris as well, just up ahead. This time he has gotten past Super Striker. And oh, goodness me, careful. So where did I want to go? Have they already made it? Yeah, it's already happened, doesn't it? It's annoying. Okay, so Monsters has gotten past Checo for P16. This is turning into a 3-car battle in itself for P16. You've got X11 on the back of Emre, who's on the back of Hunter. You've got battles everywhere. It's fascinating. It's great how it's worked out like this. It's always great to see that everybody on the track has got somebody to battle with. That's certainly somebody that, you know, if you run a league or admin in a league or whatever, it's always something that you look for, that you strive to do, really, is to get it so everybody's got something to battle regardless of their pace. So, RC flying out at the moment in P1. Tempted, really. Well, I would be tempted not to invite Carsey for a podium interview because he's obviously just reserving. So, to speak to Paella and Chris. That Super Striker's on PlayStation, so in that case I may as well invite Percy. constructors do we have? So it does appear in a way that Chris, because he's not gaining anything now on Paella, so it does appear to me that the softs are basically gone now. He's just approaching 50%. I'm still not making any headway into Corey at all, really. And he may kick himself. He wouldn't know that Corey's got a little bit of front wing damage unless he's listening to me, so he might kick himself a little bit. Anyway, we'll go to Karsi because he's just about to cross the line to win in Japan. He's not really important, sorry Karsi, but he's not really important. He's only reserving. So, sort of league win, if you like, in a way, goes to Paella. P2 on night, but he's the first of the full-time drivers. Chris finishes P3, and that is a very, very well-deserved podium. And I think he could feel a little bit hard done by that second VSC. I don't think, if he'd have had the opportunity to pit under the second VSC, then he may well be higher than third, but yeah, just the way it works out, isn't it? We all get little bits of luck, but we all have little bits of luck go against us as well. It's just that you tend to remember the ones that go against you rather than the ones that go for you. So, oh yes, the prediction games. So Corey to finish top 10, he has done indeed. So finished P9, so let's pay that out. So, congratulations to our yeses. The yeses have it, the yeses have it. There you go. Complete prediction. There we go, guys. That is correct and paid out. Congratulations. And that's enough of the podium. Right, so fastest lap of the race goes to Kirsty as well, 1:29.748. No, I can't remember, even as an admin, I can't remember if a reserve can actually get that or not. I guess they do, because for the constructors, Williams can score points. So let's go through, make sure we get all the penalties on the screen as well. There you go. So Carsey wins from Paella, Chris P3, Super Striker P4, Clements in 5, Massey 6, Falungus 7, Gunnar in 8th, Corey 9th, Bowden 10th, D-Bomb in 11th, Craig 12th, Hunter 13th, Emre 14th, X 11th, 15th, Monster 16th, Lycorius in 17th, Checo in the MP 18, and was the last of the finishers. Some corn, unfortunately, on Dave, you did retire in the pits. But was a lap down, and Whoopi as well, retiring in the pits. Not sure the reason for that one, but didn't seem to have his usual pace for some reason. Just scrolling through. Yo, we've just got to the bottom of the race director there. Super Jen. So yeah, so looking maybe to get your 3 seconds removed. Fair enough. Yeah, always ask, mate. We do look at them, so please do submit it for the stewards to take a look at. You will need the race director. If you didn't get it, it's on the stream, so you can get it from the stream. Okay. Right. Who am I inviting in? Right. Let's just get Carsey in quickly. I'm not gonna have a massive chat to everyone because I've actually got stuff to do. So, but I'm just gonna have a quick chat. Hopefully, I invited the right person. Party and Chris. But Chris has already gone, hasn't he? Unbelievable. Hello.
Hello.
Bloody Chris is already. Oh, there he is. He left the lobby, so I had to search for him. Right. Okay. Pilo's joining as well. And come on, Chris. Better join the party. Right. Okay. I've got stuff to go on with, so hopefully Chris will join. But we'll just start So yeah, I'll start from you then, Carsey. So, guys, can you just make sure you've ticked your boxes to include your audio? Okay.
Yep.
Um, and yeah, we'll start with you, Carsey. Obviously, a bit of a show off starting from the back and then winning the race, but um, to be fair, that doesn't tell the whole story because I think the virtual safety cars have played a massive part in the result. In all fairness, um, Chris can definitely feel a little bit hard done by that second one. It's come out just after he's gone past the entrance. So yeah, it's definitely played a big part. But tell us your side, mate. I mean, the win may have been on the cards in a way, but talk us through yours.
Yeah, it was great fun. I really enjoyed it. Pretty much everyone was completely clean battling. There were a couple of people around that hit other people, but they didn't hit me, so I didn't need to worry about that. But yeah, no, it was good fun. I definitely got blessed with the VSC. I don't know, maybe I'd have had a chance for the win without it, but I didn't really end up needing to worry about that because as soon as I went into the pits, the VSC just came out, so I couldn't complain about that. But
Yeah,
yeah, apart from that, it was just fun battling, and trying to keep the ERS because my wings were so much higher than everyone else. And
yeah.
but once
I
I
mean,
broke away, I knew, yeah,
on your side of it, it actually was just pure luck, wasn't it? Because
yeah,
you were
yeah,
pitting
yeah.
in a way, and you've gone into
hmm
the pits, and then the VSC came out. So, um, yeah. Whereas the guys behind you obviously got the chance to react to it, but um, yeah, but yeah. I mean, a little note on the coming through the field, and there was some really good side by side battling tonight. So very minimal amount. In fact, I think I only saw one contact all race, but I think there was another one, so I think there's probably two. I don't know. We'll probably end up with 10 tickets now that I've said that, but we'll see.
Part goes.
But yeah, as I said, I don't want to spend too long on the chats, guys, because I've got stuff to do tonight. So I'll come on to you, Paella. Congratulations, mate. P2, but P1 of the full-time drivers. So great result, great pole position as well. Yeah, great performance tonight, mate.
Yeah, no, happy with that. I was never really expecting to have a chance against Carty, so I think that's as high as I could have finished. So I'm happy with it.
Yeah, the quality. I've got to ask about the quality pace because that's come out of the blue a little bit. You seemed a little bit surprised in the chat because just before the race, the guys were talking about time trials in the Discord, and you said, "Well, I'm not that slow around here then because I'm a 27.0." When everyone's like saying I'm 27.2 and 27.3 and all sorts, and you're like, "Oh, I'm not that slow around here then. That's all right." And then you just
Yeah,
banged the 27.2 in on your first run.
yeah. My first one was miles better than. I don't know if you saw anything of the second and third runs, but I was nowhere near. So I think the first lap just came together a bit. It was a bit right lap, right time.
It's,
Yeah,
it's lovely to do it on the first run, isn't it? It's you don't really
yeah. It took
expect
the
it.
pressure
It's
off.
the first run normally. It's just it normally sets the sights, doesn't it? It sets a delta, and then you tend to do your best on the second or third. But yeah, it's always nice to get it on the first one. And it gave you pole by quarter of a second, so very very good quali. Um, Carsey message for you in the chat from Mamo. He says you stink for real, for real.
I hit him.
There
I
you
hit
go.
him. I'm gonna go slap him.
Chris, can I just double check if you included your audio, buddy? If you tick the box,
There's no box, so they won't be asking me.
there's got to be a box.
There's no box.
He's on the app, it says. So maybe that's
Oh, you're
why.
on the app.
Yeah.
Oh no, you should come
Yeah.
through. You should come through.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk to you in a way. So, yeah, I think you can feel a little bit hard done by tonight. I mean, it's still a great result, still a really good podium. But personally, I think you're a bit hard done by that second, particularly the second virtual safety car.
Yeah, just half it.
Yeah.
Unlucky for me. So, no, can't do any of that. Maybe
No.
from the start as well. So.
Yeah, but you made your way through well. You ended up having a really good battle with Super Striker, who there was a funny little moment in turn one. Actually, you went a bit deep and ran off the track, but he actually gave up on the move on the inside because he I think he was a bit worried about hitting you, so he sort of backed out the move. So one's gone into the corner too slow, one's gone in too fast. It looked to me like you gave the place back though, because you'd made the move on the straight and then obviously gone deep on the corner. So it looked to me like you gave it back. But yeah, it looked like a fun battle in a way.
No, really enjoyed it. Really good race. doing that. It was even better when I saw Tyler go off in turn one.
I called it. Chat. I don't know if you saw.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I said before the race I'll lose at turn one, and then went into turn one, lost 3 positions straight away.
Oh dear. Right, guys, let's just have a quick look. Obviously, Carson, you don't count in this one, although you never know. You might end up racing next week, but we won't know until next week. So, right, calendar. So after Japan, so we move away from Asia now, and we just head a little bit south to Oceania, to Australia for the Australian Grand Prix. So apparently it's the 10th of December. That is next week, isn't it? And it's one-shot qualifying. So I think that means it's a sprint.
That mixes up.
Yeah, so I think what that means is it's one-shot qualifying, sprint race, then 50% race. So, yeah, you going to look forward to that, guys, around Australia?
Yeah, I really like Australia. I think I got P1 on the track in way out WAF1 a couple weeks ago, so I'm really looking forward to that.
Nice. And you, Paella?
Yeah, not my best track, but I didn't think Japan was a great track for me, and this is the best result I've had in the league race ever. So we'll see.
Nice. Oh, well done. Congratulations on that, then. Okay, and Carson, if you were to race, is it a good one for you?
Sorry, what track is it?
Australia.
Oh yeah, I like Australia. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's one of those
I'm
risky
pretty sure
ones
you're
where. Yeah, I probably will be.
I'm pretty sure you're busy. Yeah, no,
It's one of those tracks where every single corner can be like a lap or a race ruiner. You know, like that chicane,
can.
turn one, the final corner. But it's good fun. It's a good challenge.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And what often happens around there is if you get a safety car, it can breed more, and
Yeah.
because it ruins people's rhythms, and then mistakes start to happen, and more safety cars come out. But let's hope that doesn't happen next week, and we have a good race. So, because when it goes well in Australia, it's awesome. So, yeah, I hope it's a good one. Okay, my driver of the day today is you, Chris. So congratulations on that. That does also mean that you cannot win the driver's driver of the day. Okay, so I think I've just seen somebody vote for you, but they'll have to change that. Yeah, you get an extra point for that, I think it is. Other than that, guys, that's it for this evening. Don't forget we'll be here tomorrow. I've got no idea who's streaming tomorrow night, whether it's Kinners or somebody else. I've got absolutely no idea now, so don't know what's going on. But we'll be back somewhere for tomorrow night for the Monday division, so come and join us for that. Personally, I will be back on Tuesday night for WAOF1 at 8 PM, so come and join me for that one. Always a great race, so please join me for that. Other than that, guys, good night, God bless. I hope you've had a nice weekend, and I'll see you soon.